Kids and cadets, welcome back to Tommy Time. So no clucking around today. It's time to get serious about small engine and small engine repair. But today we're working on tires. So I've already done one of these tires. This tire here came off a HUSQVARNA that I'm working on for a friend. It's a POS, piece of shit. A 24 horsepower Briggs engine. We had so many issues with that thing. I'm waiting for a carb rebuild kit. I figured I would mess with the tires today. These came in yesterday. So I got a 4-pack. They came in groups of 2, so I ordered 2 sets. So what I ended up paying for those was $8 each. It was $32 including shipping for these inner tubes. Both the front tires were losing air. The other tire that I already changed, that side would lose air within 24 hours. This one here is about halfway down. You can see it's sunken in. So the size tire that this is a 15x6 NHS. It's got a TR13 valve, which is what this is. It's a straight valve. You could either get them in an elbow or a straight valve. Stem, I usually try to do the straight valve stem. So I'll show you a little trick at the end. If you're zip tie certified, that's a little hint. You're going to be able to do the job with certification. And if you want to be certified, you can email me at tommy.time@yahoo, and I'll send you out certification in the mail. So let's get busy. No talking, more worky. So basically, these come from the factory with no inner tube. What happens is they'll start to get dry rot or leak air around the bead here. So there's a lot of tread left on this thing. It's just leaking air. You can see the dry rot. So we're going to try to rectify it with changing out or installing the inner tube. So basically what we're going to do is cut off the valve stem that's here. We're going to break the bead, stuff this inner tube in, making sure we line up the stem with the hole. What I have is just some dish detergent to put it around the tire here to help force the inner tube into the cavity. So let's get busy. I'm just going to take a straight blade without cutting my wrist and just well, why don't we wait? We'll break the bead because I want to get the little end of the valve stem. This is going to fall off and go down into the tire. Not that it matters. It's hard rubber and we're putting an inner tube in it. But I fished this one out of the other one. You just cut the rubber part there right below the brass. So let me try breaking the bead on this thing. I might have to put it on the ground first. What I normally do is just stand on each edge and just use my skinny body weight. What I'm going to do is make sure this thing's totally out of air or we're not going to have luck. Yeah, it's not doing anything. So it's just a matter of jumping up and down on this thing. I ended up breaking the bead. Okay, so if you could see that, I'm going to take my straight edge now and just cut this. Maybe stick my finger in here and grab the other end so I don't drop it down into the abyss. So just cut this, keep cutting it. till you're all the way through. Okay, there we are. Grab the other end of it before we drop it, and as Julia Child would say, voila. So that's that. What I'm going to do now is take my dish soap, Dollar Tree special. Now before we do anything, I'm going to take my air gun, kind of do a little cleanup around the rim here. So it's about 84 degrees here in Southwest Florida. Things are warming up. You still with me? Oh yeah, you're with me. Take a little dish soap, kind of run it around the edge here. Take my finger and kind of rub it around the underside of the rubber. Now here's the part. It's just going to be manhandling this tube into place, kind of pushing down. I want to line up my valve stem with the hole. You don't want the valve stem on the opposite end. Kind of line this thing up. Makes it easier. So I'm going to put some pressure on this, maybe get the valve stem through the hole first, and then I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, you see I got it started right there. I bought this valve stem puller tube. It screws onto the brass threads once you put it through the hole, and then you just use this as a leverage and pull your valve stem through. This works good in this case because what ends up happening is this ends up sneaking back into the hole and you lose the end of the valve stem. It falls down there. You got to start over and rethread it. To prevent that, we're going to use this pickup tool. It's got a Schrader valve removal bit here at the end. If you needed to change out your Schrader, this just goes in there and you can back out your Schrader valve with this end. Like so. And this end here is your brass connector part. So I'm just going to screw this in right now. This will prevent the valve from getting away from me. Something like that. It kind of got away from me on the other job, and I went and grabbed my blue handle here. I have a little container full of tire repair products, tools. So all we're going to do is just manipulate this thing down into the crack we've created. This is where that dish soap helps when you're trying to push this thing into place. The other thing that'll help is I've got this extension here with a blunt end. once I start forcing it down, I'm going to use this blunt end to help me push it in. You don't want to use screwdriver or anything that's going to puncture the inner tube, of course. So if you guys have any other way of doing these inner tubes, please let me know. For me, I think it's just manhandle city. Kind of keep it even. You don't want to bunching up. Who's coming into town? Looks like American Airlines. Okay. Okay, got about 20% of it in there. Might have to get my big head in the way. Okay, she's cooperating. I wish there was an easier way. So yeah, this blue handle tool here really is important. Trying to keep the valve stem surer than shit. The thing will slip back in when you get it all put back. So we're about halfway here. Do some more manhandling. Just push and tuck, push and tuck. Oh, they're really coming into town. Looks like a business jet. He's got his landing gear down. He really wants to get on the ground. There's people out there, that plane spot, they hang out at the airport fence. You can look up registration numbers through the FAA. They look at tail numbers, see where these executives come in from. I think I told you before, I ran into Jerry Springer once at the airport. He came in on his own jet, and then I was in line at a bookstore across from the movie theater on Main Street, and he was behind me at the bookstore in line. His wife was with him. She ran off to get in line at the movie theater so he could pay for the book. So he probably skipped in line at the movie theater. If she had saved him a space, the rotten scoundrel. Wasn't he the mayor of Cincinnati? That's how he started out. I think he was an attorney to begin with. I think he had law experience. He's dead now. Then got into television, and the rest is history. The Daily Shit Show on the Jerry Springer Show. marrying your first cousin, having twins, and all that kind of happy horseshit. The people loved it. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to try to pull up on this side, do some more tucky. Okay, now we're cooking. We're cooking with fire. 15 minutes of brute manipulation. United Airlines is on final. Okay. Looks like the bead's not pinching anything. See what I mean? It just skipped back in here. It wanted to get away from me. Luckily, my blue tool was in place. Okay, the valve stem's a little crooked. While I still have this thing in a good spot, I'm going to try to maneuver the inner tube over just a bit. Okay, there we go. That kind of helped. Okay, for all of you that are zippy tie certified, you wanted to know what that was all about. I'm going to show you. Here's my zippy tie. So when I go to put air in this thing, I'm going to be pushing down on the stem. The stupid thing's going to pop down in there. So I'm just going to take this zippy tie and kind of wrap it around the stem. Pull up on my blue handle with one hand and then tighten the noose, so to speak, with the other. I'm just pulling up on it as far as I can go. I got the zippy tightened up, a lot of slack out of it. So there's my square end. I've got all the slack out of it. This is going to prevent the valve from going back into the cavity. So I'm going to snip it right there once we're all done. And that little block is going to prevent it from going south on us. We're already in the south. We don't need to go further south. Okay, so that's tight. I'm going to get ready here and put some air pressure in. It calls for 14 psi max. I have about 18 in the other tire, so I'll do 18 on this side. So something like that. I've got needle nose. I'm just gonna help myself out here and put a little needle nose pressure down here just in case this thing slips. Put a little pressure here and give it a shot of compressed air. See, it wants to pull itself back down. See that? It just went down a little bit. And we're not up all the way on the bead. So let me grab this thing again. Okay, it just popped into place. So I can still get my chuck on here. Let's see what we got for pressure. I probably should have manipulated the box end closer to the edge of the... Yeah, why don't I do that? I'm going to remanipulate. I'm going to start over again so I can get a chuck on this. I'm too close. Let all the air out. Sorry about that. Going to move the square part to the other side. Uh-oh. Afraid of that. It wants to get away from me. Darn it. The other one gave me a fit too. I had to, see, I lost it. Damn it. Same thing happened to me on the other one. Let some more air out of it. Hopefully that'll take some pressure off the valve stem. Luckily I saved it. So let me know if you guys use those 90-degree valve stems. Does that cure this issue of the valve stem wanting to retreat back into the tire? Okay, let me get another zippy tie. I was able to salvage it. Kind of push it down with these needle nose. Maybe there's an easier way, guys and gals. Maybe you can help the rest of us. Okay, now we got the Schrader facing us where we can fill it easier. See what I mean? Now we got access. So it's not going to happen to me again. I'm going to grab it here with the needle nose. Okay, let's juice it. Twist it around on me anyway. Let's try it a second time. Third time. Third time's a charm. I don't want my buddy to curse me out when he can't add air to the tubes. He won't be able to do it now. Can't get a chuck on there if it's hugging the rim. Sorry, kids and cadets. I'm going to have to decertify myself. I can't even run a zippy tie show. Yippee-yi-yay on the zippy tie. Okay. You can get these blue handle things on eBay. Okay, I kind of like that. Goose it again. We're going to keep doing this thing until I'm happy. I just might be happy. What do we got here? 18? No, we got about 9 pounds, so we got to keep goosing. Oh yeah, that helped it out. I could see it expanding. Okay, 10. Uh-oh. Losing it. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. Lost it. Almost. Can I grab it? It's even with the rim. The zippy tie came off. I might be able to grab one thread and pull on this thing. Come on. Nope. So this video is a failure. I'm going to quit right here with this because I just lost it. I'm going to have to break the bead like I did before and fish it through. I've got to manipulate the inner tube a little bit more so it doesn't want to pull back in. I don't want to send you home right yet. My hands are full. Let me just decompress all the air out of it so I can break the bead. Best case scenario is if I can get the blue tool down in there and make tracks with a couple of turns. I'll turn you guys loose in a minute. Just give me a second here to finish deflating the inner tube. Because if I let this thing go, it's gonna get away from me and really complicate things. my 90-degree pick and I get it all lined up. Maybe, but I'm letting you guys go. So it was a shit show. A 30-minute shit show. Let me know if there's a better way. You guys are doing better than me. Send me an email and I'll send you a certification. Tommy.time at Yahoo. Again, if you want to buy these inner tubes in bulk, they sell them single, or you can buy them in a kit, a bag of 2. I happen to buy 4 for other projects. $8 each. 15 by 6.00-6 November Hilo Sam straight valve. Let me know if you guys have used the 90-degree elbow valve, the 90-degree valve. Let me know if that's better to use, because as you see, this thing's giving me a bear of a time. Okay, sorry I wasted you 31 minutes here, but we're gonna plow ahead and get this thing to cooperate one way or another. Now that the pressure's off, I'm going to break the bead again, stick my dirty hands in there and get it started through the hole. Adios, amigos. Tip your waitress and waitstaff. Thanks for coming out.